There is no magic button. Hey AI, can you just do content that will sell this product? I mean, it's not there yet. This is why you cannot just use the AI tool to solve your problems. AI is giving us like 70% of the final effect. But if we just use what AI is giving us, it will look unreal. It's very easy to get good content. It's very difficult to get the right content. If you have your vision and if you have some skills, you can have great effects with usage of AI. But you cannot be a successful photographer or designer within next months, years, if you don't bring AI solutions into your process.
Our today's guest is Kamil Czaja, who is CEO of Gopackshot, and our topic for today is Packshots for e-commerce, easy to play, hard to handle. And Kamil, who's our guest today, he basically makes pictures that sell your products.
Thank you for a nice introduction. Welcome, guys. Nice to be your first guest. It's exciting to join you. I would love to share my and my team's experiences, how we develop the AI in our production, what situations we have solved, and where we still struggle, and have an open, transparent discussion about it.
Perfect. We've been really excited about this conversation. Let's jump in. Can you share how you guys utilize AI in your work?
We have experiences with AI. We gathered them for more than 3 years. Once it all started, we actually have been working with AI for a longer time, before the ChatGPT era. Actually, we find that, as you said, it's easy to play. So everyone can download this iPhone app and just do fancy AI work. It's like, oh my God, it's so amazing. But once we try to develop a solution that we can rely on, a solution where we can just sell to our customers so they can sell products online that have been created with AI in the process, our findings that it's quite time consuming and quite difficult. And it will definitely not take professionals out of the stage for a long time. Actually, it's very easy to get good content. It's very difficult to get the right content. So if you know what you want to get, you just need to mix the tools. There is no one tool that solves all the problems. So you just need to be highly involved and passionate about this technology to be, in the first car.
So it doesn't happen automatically. You're saying that you need extra skills and a lot of stubbornness in order to make it work?
There is no magic button. Hey AI, can you just do content that will sell this product? I mean, it's not there yet. So you need to know what you are selling, who are you targeting to. You have to have your idea, your brand awareness, because, you don't sell everyone to everything to everyone. And we just need to have this human experience, and then AI helps us bring great results on very often much affordable or easier way than previously. So the first solution that we have implemented like pretty well, we work with this on a daily basis for a couple of years, is AI face swap technology. In this technology, we just need a picture where we have a human, a person, a model on the picture, and then we can swap face in post-production. So of course we use a couple different tools. Some of them we implement internally, and in these tools we can pre-select the model and make sure there is a consistency over the face on the content, or we can just create a new person for every picture. So we can adapt to what brand, what customer really need. But there are the final effects, the human-like perception of the images is really, we call it a next generation for AI. It's not something that, yeah.
And so, why do people want this? Like, what is the business reasoning behind having a face swap and different person? Why not to just put a product on side of or onto some person and just generate different persons instead of just face swapping? Why do people choose it?
There are many reasons. So in e-commerce, you need to preserve the product. It has to look as a real product. There are technologies where we can just take a packshot, a normal just picture of a product, give it to AI, and AI is generating something out of it. And it's not 100% accurate. And if you guys are going to buy these shirts and you get the product in your house and it looks different than on the pictures, it's very likely that you will return it. So we feel ourselves as, the part of the process where we have a huge impact on lowering return rates. So we need to make sure that products we present on pictures are real. The person don't have to be real. The background don't have to be real. It's just about to build the impression. So this is the first use case. Second use case is when brand has a low quantity of products. So you sell whatever you sell and you have just 5 products and you need to pay for the model to come to the studio. We need to pay for the hotel. We need to pay for the whole crew, stylists, photographers, retouchers. And it's just not very cost effective for small quantities of products. And as we work with AI models, we just work with a physical human technical models, but the customer, our client, can choose the face that is AI generated, which just simply simplifies the whole process, and we can work with smaller batches. So this
Cool.
is use case number 2.
I mean, so it means that if we go back to the previous pictures, I mean, you're saying that the faces are AI, the faces on the right are generated by AI.
Yeah.
And then anything else, the body is a genuine woman's body, right?
Yeah, that's right. The body changes a little bit, but just
But is it AI that's changing the body, or is it still a person actually doing retouching?
this is the whole story. This is why you cannot just use the AI tool to solve your problems. AI is giving us like 70% of the final effect. But if we just use what AI is giving us, it will look unreal. A lot of mistakes, differences. So we always need to have, from our perspective, if we are aiming for the, high quality standards, right? We always need to have a original photo. Then we need to have AI, and we need to merge all these 2 pictures to preserve the most details, to keep it real and keep it looking well.
Okay, so let me ask. Maybe I'm gonna play like AI devil's advocate. Why can't you just take pictures that are provided by the producer manufacturer and just say this is the model, this is the clothes? Why can't you just make it everything without a photo session nowadays? Because it looks to me like it's highly probable that it will have a good enough quality.
Okay, but you need a picture of the product, right? So then there is a photo session, and you need to make a photo shoot of a clothing, and you need to wear a mannequin or human person. So there is still like a human in the process who need to take the product and wear plastic mannequin or human person, right? And this is, at the end of the day, the production cost is the most important, just by the final effect. And if we work on a process where we wear a model, or we work on a technical model, and on the other side we wear a plastic mannequin, it's like what is easier and what is more efficient. This is where we are looking for optimization, but always the final effect must look great and look real.
And why can't I just take as a merchant? Why can I take just a picture that manufacturer gave me or I see on Nike website and generate my model on it? What's the difference between the human session and AI?
You can do it. I mean, today you can do it, but first of all, you need to be highly skilled to do it well. You need to be like basic skills to do it with one product. But if it's about, tens or hundreds of products, then you just need to have the skill to do it. This is one thing. Secondly, you need to have a good input pictures from manufacturers. Third thing is that if you just take product and you just put it on using AI on a model, then you have to make sure that quality control is very strict, because when AI regenerates the product from the scratch, only based on the Packshot pictures, then it tends to make a lot of mistakes, which I believe we will discuss later. But for example, in here, if we just let AI take the Packshot of top and the bottom, it gives us a nice looking pictures, but the fabric is different. The fitting, the length of sleeves. And on the first sight, you won't see the difference. So this is the challenge. You will think it's all fine. You go with the pictures, you go with the content online, and then you find that it wasn't super, perfect once you start getting returns of the products you've been selling. So,
okay, so you save a bit on the front of the value chain, but then have a huge impact on the later stages with returns and clients complaining.
Yeah, this is a big challenge, and I think if you are new into AI, you should be super worried and focused on preserving details and making sure that there are no such things like this.
Cool. Yeah, we had these issues. We used to at Backhope, we used to have renders of our products on the site, and then our customers would complain once they received the product, they looked slightly different. And these slight little changes in the texture, in how the ink is placed on top of the box and etc. They would make a huge difference. Then we reverted to photography, and this stopped. I think now at Packhope there are more renders, but the systems got much better these days, and we are aware of the issues.
Patrick, it's very funny what you are saying about the realness of the content. As in the fashion industry, many brands tend to try to design new collections using only 3D modeling. So they try to cut out the physical samples out of the process, because it's super, it's not good, and it's very expensive for brands. So we are getting products generated in 3D, which look like clothing from the Sims game, like super fake game-ish style. And we do the reverse retouching. We reverse retouch all the wrinkles and the dirt.
You make it look real.
To make it look real.
Wow.
So there was at the beginning of, e-commerce, there was an era where everyone wanted to make the product look super clean and super perfect, like plastic-like. And today there is a shift in the other side, just to build the trust for the end customers so they can rely on the pictures.
I'm just curious, like how you guys do it? Like, what's your workflow? Can you shed a little bit of light how it's done? Is it everything is done in Photoshop, and how does it work in your case?
Okay, it really depends of the final effect we expect and the input pictures that we have, and we see that we can gather quite good content based on the pictures that we got from the brands. Like, let's say in this example, we just have a Packshot, a picture on a model, and a brand wanted to just give it some atmosphere and change the model for some reasons. Let's say it's doable and it's easy to be done, and the final effect is quite okay. But let's look at different product. For example, rug carpets in this sense. Products from the category of home and living. We find out that we need to have the product in the studio. We need to take the proper photography, use the right angle of the camera. If the camera is very low, is very high, we need to control how the product looks, because on like rug photography, you are going to buy the rug, the carpet, but the room around is what brings your attention. And the room around is why you want to have this product. So we need to take a proper good picture in the studio with the right light settings, and then use AI to add the atmosphere around, and then do quite a lot just post-processing, like manual post-processing, to make sure all the details look good. And we mix the content with standard photography. For example, this picture is just real. I mean, you don't want to fake human hands or feet in AI, not yet.
I'm just curious. Does it all does everything happen in Photoshop, or is there some kind of sophisticated tooling out there that?
Patrick, honestly, like Photoshop is the baseline, but there are tens of different software that we are using. Because for every scenario, there is something that is dedicated to do it. So, and new tools and new solutions are launched every week. So as we need to, keep our process optimized, every solution that let us, save couple seconds or minutes per picture is highly welcomed by our team.
Okay. Do you happen to produce more stuff for your customers as a result? I imagine that before AI, it would take ages to create something like this, or you would need a studio session. So what are the benefits for the customers as a result of you using this?
There are two main benefits, actually three. The content can be delivered faster, done more efficiently. So like on a better pricing level, there is less complication in terms of preparing for the photo shoot. You don't need to have the whole crew behind. You don't have to go with the product to the apartment, or even create the interior in AI, in 3D. And the quality is on a new level. So the final effect is just better.
So have you seen any kind of, are brands using this for personalization or on specific markets or for specific segments or clients? Because I can imagine that if you're targeting people who are, flagged as, elderly couple versus somebody who's teenage, do you see the same pictures going into different scenario to increase the likelihood of conversion rate?
Yeah, we experience this on a daily basis. Many brands are testing. I mean, there are brands that just rely on the feeling, and it's fine. So for them, it's more easy just to make a decision. But there are brands and companies that need to gather the data. So as we work with them, we just create a new content, new approaches we are testing together, so they can bring the data to the table and then make long-term commitment or, decisions.
Wow. So these backgrounds that we're looking at, they're all AI generated. What about the shadows? I'm wondering, shadows?
So, as I said at the beginning, you have this cool looking iPhone AI apps, which tell you just take a picture of a cup, and we put a background on it. And it's true. And these apps do it well. But to make sure the final effect looks real, you just need to do a proper, good product photography. You just need to have the product, set it in a good lighting condition with a good camera, good angles, good shadow, and then you have a baseline for the final image, right? So, if you have your vision and if you have some skills, you can, have great effects with usage of AI. But if you just sell cups and you have no idea about, photography content creation, you will not create a great looking content with these cool apps.
So you still need skilled people in the process who can work with these assets to make them work together, right?
Yeah, definitely.
And so can you explain to us what happened in this process, let's say this example, what happens, like what is real, what's not real, how the process looks like of creation of such a pack shot for beauty industry?
What do you think?
As
What's
you
your
said,
guess?
the product picture is actually done by you or provided to you, I guess. So the products are not renders.
Products are not renders, and the product has to be photographed well. And we need to have some kind of vision what the final effect has to be. So we start with the vision. Once we have a vision, we can imagine what's at the end of the process. Then we do a proper, proper picture. And then we mix it with AI backgrounds. And then we final touch in Photoshop, the final effect. So this is the process.
During the process, do you happen to do feedbacks with your customers, or you provide them with final versions like this?
At the very beginning, everyone wanted to try something with AI. We were pitching that, hey guys, you can always make a change because it's so easy. Like we can always change something. And we saw that brands, customers were likely to, hey, okay, can you make it like this flower a little bit more green and, a little bit less shadow over there. And we end up with just spending hours of this micromanaging every picture. And it came out, it's, far from efficiency. So, today we focus on the proper discussion and planning, discussing, the needs of the customer. And then we take care of how we get to the final point.
So speaking of education, like can you tell to our audience, like what is the difference between a good and a bad pack shot, like in general, going out of the AI? Because to make a good AI advancement on the photo, you need a good pack shot. Just
this is very good question. Let me show just a picture. Maybe let's take just this one. So first of all, you need to show the product the way it looks real. You need to have some light on the one side. You need to have some shadow on the other side. If it's too flat, you don't know what you are looking at. Secondly, the shape. Another thing, you rather keep the product symmetrical if it's designed to be symmetrical. You really want to keep the product not blending with the background, so it looks quite good. If there are more pictures of the same product, you make sure the color is identical on every picture. Another things, you should always make sure you show all the unique value proposition, all the selling points of each product. So if you know that there is like a hidden pocket or the product can open up and there is something inside, you have to present it on the picture. You cannot just believe that the customer will just read the description and know that your product is waterproof out of description. You rather like to present a picture with some water drops on the close-up picture. And this is where brands very often forget, because every human being is buying, a product because they need it for some reason. And we don't buy the same product always for the same reason. So if there are many good reasons to buy the product, we are responsible to present all of them. But, hold your horses. Don't take 20 pictures of one product. It's not about it. It's just to take just a couple, 5 to 7 pictures, but fit them with the most valuable information for the customer.
So Kamil, you touched on nice thing about this emotional aspect of the content and of the photos and all the tasks that it has to accomplish. Let's say we have a good pack shot already and we need to tell a story. We need to sell it in different position. What's possible now with AI that was not possible beforehand if you were not Nike or brand with unlimited budgets? What's now possible?
What's possible? So for example, you have suit, you have both parts of the suit, and you can tell AI. There are many solutions, and new solutions pop up on the market literally every day or every week. And you can say, hey, take these 2 pictures and just give me pictures on a model. And AI is like, yeah, sure. There you go, sir. It's ready for you. And, what do you think? Is it good? Like,
We have an up problem here in the middle, I think.
we have many problems in here. I mean, on the first sight, it's great. But if you look closer into details, you can see that color is different. Maybe it's not a big problem. You can see that buttons might look different. You can see that the length of the sleeve, maybe it's not at it's supposed to look like. But then you see that the color of the trousers is different from the top. Then you see that actually
It's a one piece.
it's a one piece. Then you see hands. Yeah. Then you can see the shoes, different shoes over here, different shoes over there, actually color different. The socks at the end, there are so many differences, like little things that if you are a customer who is going to buy this product, and before you spend let's say a couple €100, or even, 80 euros, you don't make your decision within seconds. You spend let's say couple minutes on it. You look at the pictures. And if you see something like this, you're like, hey, come on, is there someone who's going to cheat me? I mean, do they already have the product in the warehouse?
I think
I
people are
don't
pretty
trust.
used to buying like sofas on Alibaba or that are this big in the end, right?
Yeah, I did such similar mistakes a couple times. So I was buying something. I thought it's like this big, and it came up like it's this big, this small. But then you can take this picture and replying to your question, you can put it on a background. You can change the face, but it all takes time. So if you are just founding your freelance small design thing, you have just designed a new cup and you are fascinated about AI solutions, you will create a fancy looking content without a help of professional photographers and designers. And this is a huge win for the mass market of, small entrepreneurs. That's a win for the world. But if you are solid company with processes, with challenges, with returns and stuff like that, we see that very often is just more cost effective just to do it the old school, classic way.
Do you have any other mistake maybe that we could show here?
I really like this product. I really like this product. I put it to one of our presentations without finding the mistake myself, but I left it in the presentation just to have this discussion. And how do you like it? I mean, how do you like the product?
I mean, I'm not really detail oriented person, so I would say it's all right.
Yeah. So would you buy it? The blues, the sweater.
The neck thing.
Yeah, the neck thing. So
Okay.
the neck is.
Oh, and the logo is in a different place also.
Yeah. The logo is easy to switch, but the problem is with the neck. The zip ends up over here, and then you have this cuff thing, and it's quite original design for the brand. The brand stands for this thing, and if we give it to AI, we have something like this. So if you work on hundreds of products, it's very likely that you will not see this. You just go with this content online, and it brings a lot of trouble to your e-commerce processes afterwards.
Yeah, you could assume you could create a workflow that creates thousands of these sort of images for you, and likely you won't go through them. Then you get something unique like this cuff thing, which is not in the model's latent space, I might say, and then you end up with something completely different. What about the faces? Can you retain the same style of faces?
This part of technology is developing, and like 2 years ago, we weren't able to regenerate the backside of the product. So the first picture was very difficult for us. actually impossible to do it on a mass production scale, because the engines, the AI solutions were able to just regenerate the model face from the looking straight into the camera. But today we found many ways to work on a front and back side, so it let us produce professional photo shoot with technical model, with front, side, back, different angles, and then just put a new face on it, preserving the emotions and the way the person is looking, and if she's like smiling or not on a some level.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but we regenerate the hair, we regenerate the skin, the face.
Mm-hmm. And so if you would advise people to start with, moving from traditional photo sessions with all the products, all the models, and moving more into like AI workflow, where would you start? How would you start with a new collection? Would you start with existing collection, with something that is, coming already to your warehouse? What is the immediate gain that they can?
That's a tricky question. I don't give advices. I mean, I can share my experiences. Um, you know, if you are passionate about it and you develop your own skills, just keep on testing. This is my, let's say, advice. And you will learn on your mistakes, and you will get to the point where you have some solutions that are consistent. If you work with professionals, then just expect the results and negotiate the price. I mean,
Okay.
don't worry about the process. It's not your problem. So yeah, just, open, transparent discussion about your findings, your beliefs, your struggles. Hey guys, maybe we can, focus more, on a better output or cost effectiveness or whatever it, variety of images, because we sell on different markets, and then invite, the company you work with to the discussion. And if they are, have this mindset to bring solutions to the table, to have this open discussion as, I believe we have today, then it should be a good partner for you. If you have a photographer, a graphic designer on the other side who is like, the AI is just, we don't work with AI, it's no good. Stay with us, don't go to AI. Then it's definitely the mindset that don't, guarantee development over the time. So work with the right team.
Thank you very much, Kamil. And maybe can you share like how people can follow you or learn more about Gopackshot? We're gonna obviously add the links in the description of this episode.
Yeah, add the links. This is just my my personal contact, so you can always reach me out on LinkedIn. I think this is the easiest way, or my email. I'm open to consult your project, especially if it's like scale that is not micro scale. We are great at developing value, delivering value for brands who have like couple tens, couple hundreds of SKUs. So yeah, I'm definitely open to meet, to grow my network and discuss, your challenges. Yeah.
Cool. So I'm gonna ask you the last question, which may be interesting for us in the future and for the readers. Like, who would you follow to get out of the bubble that we're in? Who is there anyone or any resource that you would recommend?
That's a very good question. Actually, yeah, LinkedIn is my source of new stuff. The problem is that you need to really choose the right people. I didn't prepare for, for this answer, but I usually, when an interesting post is just coming to my board, I follow the person, and usually after a couple of days, there is something more. Someone puts an interesting comment, and then I follow these people. And once I see the content is valuable, I stay with them. If it's not just, sales prospects and stuff, then I just remove them from the network. So this is my way of doing this.
Thank you, Kamil. Thank you for talking with us. We will post all the links and the description of this episode.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you for introduction, and let's meet once again one time.
Cool. And I'm super curious what's gonna be the state of the art next year, for example, when we talk in 2026, because the improvement is so fast, the acceleration is huge. So yeah, thanks.
Thanks,
Thank
guys.
you. All the best, and keep up.